Good morning. We're gonna make sourdough.
Sourdough.
So I've got my starter, a dough whisk, 3 cups of flour in here. Oh gosh, that's like really bright, isn't it? Well, if you can't see it, that's let's see, 3 cups right there. You just want it in a plenty big bowl because it's gonna grow. So after you have 3 cups of flour, and this is for 1 loaf, you're gonna add some salt. I totally eyeball it. I think that correct amount is like 1/2 tablespoon. I do the old Rachel Ray palm measurement, so like that much. And we tend to like things a little more salted than some families, so if I get a little much in there, nobody complains and you really can't taste it. So I just kind of stir up the salt and flour together. It's just dry at this point still. And then with your starter, you're gonna wanna go 1.5 cups of water and 1/2 cup of starter. So what I do is I don't even measure the starter out. I just get 1.5 cups of water, and then I get my starter and just pour it in until it's at that 2 cup line. There we go. And then just gonna grab a little fork and kind of whisk that together so that it's all just kind of a white liquid. So it's not like chunky starter and water. You just want to make sure that's well mixed. And then you are just going to pour it all at once into here. You don't have to like stir and mix even. And if you don't have a dough whisk, you can use just a fork, like as long of a fork as you have. And then you just start like mixing, and it mixes up really easy. At first it will probably seem really thick and maybe not wet enough, but as the starter activates the rest of the flour, it's gonna get a lot more moisture, and it'll grow and look beautiful. And it'll it probably fills, 1 loaf probably fills this bowl up to there once it's all risen. But for right now, it really doesn't look like much. As you can see, it's not a ton. So after this, I'll just put saran wrap over the top of this bowl, let it rise for like a minimum of 10 hours, but we really like it between 16 and 18 hours. And 24 I feel like is too long. Then it tastes like you're drinking wine with your bread, basically. It's like super fermented. So just cover this with saran wrap. If you want to speed it up, you can put it by a really warm spot. Sometimes I put it on top of a little electric fireplace I have in the kitchen if I need it to like get going quick. So yeah, cover it with saran wrap. And then after you've let it sit as long as you want to, somewhere probably between 8 and 18 hours, you'll take off this saran wrap, and I'll make another video with what you do next.